Hi guys, so today is Friday, October 5th, and of course we saw Senator Collins announce her no vote, her yes vote, and then Manchin, and it's very upsetting, but also for me, especially, and I don't want to make it about me, but I feel like I don't know, I feel a lot of feelings. I also feel like I feel like, oh my God, am I some sort of like, giving people like false hopes and all of that, okay? Even though I saw, so I'm just a little bit, confused is not the right word, but it's like, essentially I'm doing a reading right now that is, in a way, it's about you guys, it's also about me. So it's kind of like, I share my personal reading with you. I should do, I'm oversharing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like those things I question, okay? So I think in a lot of ways, I think this is there. I wrote several questions that I have, okay, and I don't want to. I feel like I actually don't want to have. I want to maybe for a few days, or I don't know how long what's gonna happen next, but I don't want to do topical questions anymore. Like, oh, is X, Y gonna happen? I don't know, because I feel like, did I create? I don't know. I saw things clearly, and I've been seeing that he would not go through, but I'm just questioning the purpose of this, okay? So, this whole thing. So okay, what I'm going to ask, I'm going to read the questions I wrote. So, what is going on now? What is this? What are we seeing? How can we deal with this feeling of, not hopelessness, but kind of like, okay, logically, guys, to be honest, when I think about it logically, okay, well, Kavanaugh goes in, Trump gets the pardons, Mueller investigation is is rendered illegal. They find ways to make it illegal or whatever they want to do, and that's over. Okay, because I feel like this is why I feel like when I think logically, I don't understand the way out. Okay, because if I come from a country that has had dictatorships, and it means no more elections. This is what I mean. Okay, so I don't know how, you know what I mean. I'm just like, if they control the, think about it, guys, how they let those, like, the hacking go on, right? They are manipulating the votes already. So anyway, I don't want to get like discouraged. What was I gonna say? I feel okay, but when I think about the situation, I don't know the way out of it. Okay, I feel good, like, about in general, like the world is beautiful and all those things, but there's no way that I could see, oh look how great, this whatever's gonna happen. Okay, so anyway, so the question is, what can should we deal with this feeling and what appears to be a dramatic loss? Okay, it's not over yet, but is there anything? Okay, I feel like I kind of don't want to, I almost like I want to just accept it and not fight it, whatever it is, because I'm like trying to see the others, trying to see what's gonna come up that's gonna change. It's still, I did cards and it still told me the same thing, but that's not what it's looking like. Okay, so should I continue this channel given that I feel I may have misled people in a weird way, right? It's like, am I pushing this? Am I being too positive? And this is affecting how I'm seeing things, okay? And how can I saw what I did? Is this a project? What is it? Is it a wishful thinking? What is it? What should we all know now? What should we know? Is there something we should know about this moment? Okay, anything. Okay, so I'm not going to do cards, guys, just because I'm just going to do this. Okay, so what's going on? So they're saying the world is shifting very rapidly and they're holding on to everything as if they could still control it. Okay, so, but how can it seems like a done deal, okay, and I don't understand how, okay, if the world is shifting, how come they were still making the decisions? and they're actualizing this thing, which seems blatantly illegal in many ways. Okay, they know that he's lying. They know about all the perjury and all that. How come they're, what's going on here? I understand the whole spiritual shift, but how does this, when does this begin to affect our lives, their lives, our lives? Okay, in the sense that this is manifested on earth now, okay, or whenever. Okay, guys, so I saw this image of, reminds me of superhero movies for some reason. So, of, like as if there was like a laser in between your palms, okay? And it's showing, and I was like, okay, so I understand, but we're still dealing with these people who are clearly doing very blatantly illegal things, okay? And so they show that this force is kind of like centrifugating higher, okay? And that it's happening, like and I was like, okay, so not that I'm arguing with the vision, but it's showing that this is happening. And then it's it's like a movie. It's like, oh, like this force, like a hurricane, kind of everything falls apart. And I was still like, okay, well, they're still voting this in. It's not a fact. I was like kind of arguing, it was like, it's not happening. I'm sorry, but it's like I'm not seeing it. So what's the deal? And they're saying, it's saying that the force is a force of love, the universal energy and all that, and that the force of the divine, and that what it does is that it gives people that are even somewhat open the strength to act in accordance to the heart, right, in accordance to the real, and that all these people who are creating the false, they are obviously not acting according to that, but it gives people the courage to make decisions based on what is right, okay, because that's what's missing, right, is that those people who could help, but this is the thing, let me just rephrase it as a question. So what about these people that could help? I mean, these senators, supposedly they were, not only if we use the word moderates, but let's say, it may have crossed their minds, or they may have communicated that they were willing to change, but clearly nothing happened. So how can between today and whenever, how could this react? How is this going to change? This is what I'm not seeing. I'd like your help in understanding what is going on here, because I don't understand it, okay? It's showing me, I guess, the image of Collins, I guess, that the image of someone who knows what the right thing to do is. And instead of thinking of fear, instead of thinking of the wrong things that they may have agreed to in the past, they feel the strength of this energy surrounding them, and they make the decision based on that. Because it's about one person making the right decision and another person making the right decision, as opposed to believing the fear and the threats and the blackmail, okay? That those who still have in them a degree of decency will switch it on. Okay. And that the lies will fall apart. But it's okay, so this is now it's like I'm arguing, guys, with this. Okay, so clearly it looks like Kavanaugh's gonna go in, and then he's gonna let Trump do whatever, okay? So how, I don't understand how we can survive this. Like, logically speaking, okay, if these people, that the Russians and the GOP they have control of House, Senate, President, and the judiciary now, not that we won't be able to do anything, okay? And Mueller is like, I love Mueller, but you're sitting on your motherfucking ass, Okay, and then there we look at us. Okay, so because by the time Mullah acts, like how how do we know? Okay, so it's showing, guys, again, the sense that it's almost like I guess the analogy I can find is a light bulb. If you had a light of 20 whatever, the weak light versus 1,000. Okay, so it's something like that. If before you needed, it's as if there's a much stronger force in the right thing. Okay, and it begins to fall, to kind of demolish the that which is false. And the more we project from that place, the more you help take apart on a, I guess, molecular level all the things that are deceitful. Okay. I understand. So I know I said the no questions, but I want to know tomorrow. Should we assume that Kavanaugh is going to be confirmed tomorrow, or is there any way that this could change from now until tomorrow? It's telling me, repeating this sentence, that pray that the light may shine within the depth of their conscience and the depth of their hearts. What's it again? So that the light may shine within the depth of their conscience and the depth of their hearts. Because it's showing here that it's like if in the person's conscious there's two things, the light of consciousness, which is sort of godlike or higher power, like higher consciousness. It's right. It's like when you close your eyes and you know what is right, what is wrong. We all have that, right? Except President. Really evil people don't have that, but the good people have it. So it's saying that those people, the bulb is getting stronger and stronger, and I think it's almost as if the universe, the good forces are pushing them in that way. It's not like do this or that, but they're strengthening the bulb so that they can't do it's kind of like vibrating stronger. Okay, and it's like regardless, and it's like this army of people doing where the light becomes stronger. And it's interesting because it's showing that this is not that necessarily obviously that we're the ones who are going to vote or anything at this point, but it's showing that our wants and let's say that are willing for the good, meaning doing the right thing, meaning doing something that is best for all parties, right, is triggered by this force that that it's almost like, for example, if you had a lamp, right? Let's say that the lamp is the senator or whatever. Now that this lamp now takes very, very, very bright light, but it's the energy that goes into this light comes from the people, and the importance. It's almost as if you have an equation, whereas before x equaled 2. Now x equals 1,000. Okay, so it's the same equation except that the values have changed. So the evil, if let's say before evil was 2 and 2, now it's like 1,000 good, and it's and then it begins to create higher numbers, because obviously you multiply 1,000 by 2. It's you know what I mean. It's kind of like whatever. It's like multiply. Just whatever. Doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like you have one x. The x is much bigger than the y always. So it eventually, even though the y made the decisions, it begins to take a different level of the force of something like that on an energetic level becomes stronger, much stronger. Okay, so then this is a personal question. Should I continue this channel given I feel I may have misled people? Like, obviously it's not that I think I'm a charlatan or anything like that, but it's more like, was I just too excited? The things I was seeing was like, what is that? Is that wrong to give people I did see those things, and it's like, how come I'm not crazy? I don't think I'm crazy, and apparently a lot of other people have also said that. So I guess my question is, what is the best approach here? Is it to be positive and continue to see these things even though it has not yet materialized? Or should I just not have, am I doing something wrong here? What's the deal? No, you said you're doing the right thing. It's a little bit like the same thing with the light. It's like you have the image, and the light bulb is weaker and stronger. So depending on how strong the light bulb is, it's going to may or may not materialize. Okay, it's almost as if you're seeing the best possible scenario. Okay, and sometimes the other thing can be, one thing can be overridden by the other. Okay, it's in flux, it's in motion. But my question is, how do I deal with this? Because I feel in a weird way a sense of guilt, or I don't know, I just feel like it's not good. I don't know. What is the best attitude to have in this case, in a situation like this, when the outcome seems so negative? Should I be like, oh no, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be wonderful, yeah, oh, don't worry. No, you know what I mean? It's like, let's laugh. I actually think this time is good, because what else are we gonna do? I'm screwed. So, okay. So what is the best attitude to have? Yeah, you have to, it's like, focus on the image, see that the image is real, and you have to also see the image happening. Is this okay? So it depends on, there's a sense of strength, there's ways in which the image can be activated stronger or weaker, I guess. Okay, but I think, so was that real? The stuff I saw, was it? It's interesting, they saw, you don't know it yet. It's not over yet. A lot of stuff may still happen tomorrow. So, guys, honestly, I don't want to watch tomorrow. I really don't. I don't want to create expectations, okay? But that's what it's saying. Okay, I feel like I want to know after the fact. Okay, so was I too excited? How can I say all of that? What should we all do now? What should we know now? What should we know right now about what's happening? You say there is a seismic shift. There's a shift right now where the good will overpower the bad, but not in a way that is about the action necessarily. It's more about the people are going to feel that all those mechanisms of where bad things are happening, there are people who are making it happen. So the people that are kind of like the bridge people, so to speak, the people who are the connect, you could say that there's always somebody doing a job for someone else. So what will start to happen is that the people will start to lose. Like they're gonna, it's not that they're gonna, I see them like almost flipping to the other side, or almost it's like they lose their soldiers, okay? And it's like people start doing much more the right thing, because they feel the weight of conscience, okay? Okay, how can we trust this? Because I don't see, we're not seeing it happening. How can we have faith in this? I understand it's almost like this is a question of faith. You must have faith, but how? Okay, in action, I understand. Okay, so what can we do? What is our purpose here? What is my purpose here in this moment? It's funny, it's showing me like almost like vomiting, like, yeah, like say the things, say that. It's like it's important for you to tell everyone that things can change, that there's another world, the time is not set in stone, and that there are more chapters to come, and that these chapters in many ways are already predetermined. There's no way to escape the natural order of things, even if humans many times they believe in the illusion that they have greater power than they actually have. In the way they have, Humans have greater power when they connect to the good, to the divine order. But in reality, you have to trust that you're guided by the light, and that we are moving towards the right things in the right way. You cannot always define what the right way will what the right way will be. You have to accept that that's the natural order of things, right? So in a way, because I think it's very, for me, and I probably think for everyone, it's very hard to imagine, because someone said, Mystic posted that, she uses, I guess, the name, but she posted, oh, it's gonna be great, guys, it's just a path, like, we're going to a new place, and I'm like, dude, I got, I get mad, I didn't say anything, but I was like, it's not, it's not, I can't see, it's like, what is the purpose, what is this? No, I just feel like I need to know, like, what do we do? What is the right, it's like, okay, so what is this? What is happening in this sense? Yeah, it's like saying that you have to have this sense of knowing, okay, that even if, obviously, there's no way that we can see, there's no way I can see anything positive out of this Kavanaugh situation, to be honest. So, but it's saying here that you don't be sad and don't be despondent or hopeless. Just understand that sooner or later the whole thing is going to fall apart, and it's maybe a little later than you were thinking, but it's saying it's inevitable, it's going to fall. Guys, honestly, when I think about, I don't know how. Because like I said, if they do what they want, and like I said, if you have experience of countries where dictatorships happened, it's like the first thing that goes is elections. And okay, it's totally manipulated. So I don't know how, how that could be. But it's saying here that in this particular case, it will fall apart. Because they can't, it's interesting, now it's showing me the Vietnam War. They're like, remember how much happened. It's almost like there's a weight of the zeitgeist, or the shift of the wind is too strong that even the most expensive building can hold up. It's kind of like this. Even if there's billions invested in this things being this way, pro Kavanaugh, the whole thing will fall apart, because that's not the way of the world. Okay, so that's that, okay? Alright, guys. So, alright, good night. I'm going to stop here, okay? I know I said I was going to do that prayer thing, but I feel like I needed to do this. Maybe I'll do it. I'm still like, I don't want to have, I'm using this, I guess this reading is much basically to process this. And then I'm going to listen to it and then think about the text. Maybe it'll be later, I don't know. But I feel like maybe it's about, instead of focusing on having, as Mystic said, even though I got mad at her, focusing on the path towards the truth, okay, and praying that they do the right thing, that all humans awaken to the light, okay, to awaken to the right thing to do, and that they do it no matter what the consequences, okay, that the fear dissolves within them, so that they can make the best decisions. And it goes from the politicians tomorrow to anyone in the government. Anyway, so that we can find a resolution, so that everything is exposed and that things move forward. Okay, the truth comes to the fore, and that the system is changed to benefit us, as opposed to just, a handful of people, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to stop here because I don't want to, ramble. Ramble. All right, okay, bye. Like I said, I do think I'm going to do the other guided meditation, but I just wanted to do this for the sake of sanity. Okay.